Welcome to One Man's Tracks, the secondhand music channel. I feel pretty lucky to have stumbled into this odd little P band theme I'm doing this year, with so many of the artists releasing some incredible new works years and years after their previous stuff. I've been meaning to get into Pulp for a while and dig a little deeper, find out what made their legacy, their sound, resonate so deeply with the particular time and place that it did. And this brand new release has helped reaffirm those intentions. Pulp is a band that formed in the late 70s in a Sheffield high school by Peter Dalton and Jarvis Cocker. It has gone through a myriad of lineup changes over the years, but Jarvis has remained its shouting and pointing frontman since its inception. He's a witty, wry, hapless romantic with an unfaltering resolve, whose sincere storytelling tunes continue to connect to our very nature as humans, though the band behind him changed quite a bit between the release of their initial LP, It, in '83, all the way to their breakthrough album in '94, His and Hers. Jarvis continued to evolve his unique ability, his frank ability to connect poetically to the greater public, and would leave an indelible mark on the British pop scene with the release of this in October of 1995 through Island Records, produced by the legendary Chris Thomas. This is Pulp's fifth multi-platinum Mercury Prize-winning record. Different class. A glamorous, enduring piece of alternative pop that rewards attentive listeners, from its clever lyricism, hooky melodies, and danceable rhythms to the sly shifts in mood and tone. These tracks glide along, lending a keen perspective into the comings and goings, the emotional foils of romantic proletariats, both past and present, filled with privileged insights into a slew of semi-autobiographical characters and their stories. Different Class paints its working class picture with a particular pomp that only Mr. Cocker can deliver. Kicking off with a potent rallying cry for the bullied and overlooked outcasts with Misshapes. A playful pop song with punchy chords and dazzling progressions and lyrics that have enough get up and go to light a fire under the listener's ass and get all those fun weirdos dancing along, followed by the knowing nonchalance of Pencil Skirt's depravity, both passionate and cheeky as ever. This slippery surf rock number builds and releases with a hilarious potency. Then we have the privilege of Pulp's most iconic track, a Britpop staple and an absolute jam. Common People provides a picture of the painfully naive perspective that comes from privilege. A brilliant post-ironic performance with masterful storytelling, this synth pop anthem both dissects the inner psyche of social tourism and provides this energetically powerful tribute to the plight of the working class. Things take a turn for the manic obsessive with I Spy's slanderous scheming, with this creeping dramatic fanfare and a desire for control. This thing slowly builds to a devilish celebratory peak, but it's one of the very few tracks here I can't really get behind. It just seems a little too serious and has some characters I really just don't want to hang out with. Now, I cannot get Disco 2000 out of my head. Such a silly, reflective bop. I can't resist its playful sincerity and groovy beat. This Elton John-esque stomper is a classic. Oh yeah! Sinking into this record's softer center with Live Bed Show, a softer rock ballad that is stuck in the crushing limbo of depression, longing for a love lost. We then flip it over and see the potential of what the possibilities are when we can get out of bed with something changed. It's this beautifully bashful piece that really feels so heartfelt, and it's just a lovely synchronistic piece that embraces the beauty of serendipity and just the potential of the moment. Sorted for ease and whiz, then hits with a magical Beatlesy psych rock tone. It's drifting listlessly, maybe representing the hollowness of drug culture, but with a couple little ups and downs here to bump it all along. I think FEELINGCALLEDLOVE is this album's emotional climax for me, contending with this sudden, heartfelt collision. Jarvis Whisper speaks his way suavely through the verses before just erupting into these grand, elated but anxious choruses. Just a great ripper with a nice slow build. The next track, Underwear, is a yearning confessional piece that's pointed, catchy, and pretty Weezery. To keep the comparison game going, we run into Monday Morning, which isn't a Velvet Underground follow-up track. It's more of a darker Duran Duran-y dance cut about the monotony of daily life that very possibly is an influence on those Arctic Monkey gentlemen. Closing out this pop rock and roller coaster by softly swaying into Bar Italia and then sweetly crooning our way out off of this off-kilter, merry-go-lucky ride of an album. I love the danceable vulnerability of Pulp's music, and it's always got enough layers to not wear too thin too quickly, and that's lucky for me because as catchy as some of these songs are, this record was honestly a bit of a slow burn for me. It took me a while to properly appreciate and digest it. The more familiar I've become with this era of overseas pop, the more I've begun to appreciate just how impactful this LP was. Not only did its genuine and crass everyman message connect intimately with the greater public, but this band's particular dynamic, amalgamous Britpop sound that harkens back to a very familiar classic sound while still remaining fresh and cool and experimenting within that structure. Like most great groups, they simply combine a lot of excellent influences and come up with something unique and moving, and then express and pursue that idea with a revelatory sincerity and flair. And with an over 20-year gap between releases since their 2001 Love Life, they've managed to not miss a beat, with more being a fantastic addition to Pulp's catalog. What a band, what an exceptional frontman. I'm looking forward to further exploring Cocker's other projects, from Jarvis to Relaxed Muscle to Room 29 to his book. I was actually already unknowingly a fan of his work with Wes Anderson, so that's phenomenal. I'd love to know what your favorites are. I'd love some more band suggestions. What's your second favorite band that starts with the letter P? Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Here's some more videos I think you might like. Take all the best care, you beautiful common people. I wanna live like common people. I wanna do whatever the common people do. I wanna sleep with common people. I wanna sleep with common people like you.